This is Ecclesiastes 4:1. So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold the tears of such as were oppressed.
Who was that was oppressed, that went through all the hell's trials and tribulations that we did, man? They just, I mean, I've been knew it, but they just now talking about that Holocaust shit that happened to them white folks and shit, and they telling the truth that it ain't even happened. It ain't even happened. Ain't no gas chambers over there, man. There's a lot of shit that's but that's the thing. The media, that's why they call it the media, because they in between the elite and the media and the medium, like in the middle, and then they got the us people. So between the two, that's the media. They twist and turn shit, and that's how they get people to have sympathy. Oh, send money. They line in their pockets up. Send money to help them. Reparations. What about us, man? But I don't want y'all shit. Y'all can have your dollar that ain't gonna last. I want the kingdom. I don't want my consolation on this side. Lord willing, we beat out of elect. Is there anything left on there?
Yeah. And they had no comforter. And on the side of their oppressors, there was power, but they had no comforter.
So let's just show y'all, man. They're speaking about us. The true Jews. Go ahead.
I was about to say this right quick. It said we had no comforter, man. That's like like you were saying, like a Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or anybody that so-called try to stand up for us. You know, it's not going to work because, you know, the real comforter is Yahweh Shai. He's the one who's going to come back and redeem us. You know what I mean? You got something?
2 Thessalonians 2:5, please. This is well, I'm gonna let you get a precept.
This is Psalms chapter 17. I'm gonna start at verse 8. It says, "Keep me as an apple of the eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who can pass about me. They are enclosed in their own fat, with their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. His eyes, O Lord, disappoint me, passing down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. The men which are thy hand, O Lord, the men of the world, which have their portion on this life, whose belly thou winnest with thy hand treasure. They are full of children, and the rest of their substance in their babes. As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness." So that's basically going into our enemies, how they oppress us. Wicked on this side, how they oppress. Basically, how they don't wait on the Lord. The Lord is basically our fortress, our strength. Yeah. 2 Thessalonians 2:5.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth, for the mysteries of iniquities doth already work. Only he now will let until he be taken out of the way. Keep going, right? And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the fear of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose cunning is after the work of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. It's chapter 2, verse start at 2. That ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled either by spirit nor by words nor by letter as from us as the day of Hamashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, that men of sin be revealed, son of perdition.
That's good. You can stop right there. Basically, it got to be a going away first before the kingdom gonna come into place. And so you're gonna see a lot more Michael Brown incidents. You're gonna see a lot more Trayvon Martin incidents, Sandra Bland's and shit. There's gonna be a lot more that come into pass in these last days before the kingdom comes. And it's only gonna get worse before it get better. And it's all beautiful because these 2/3 getting their righteous judgment. People think that you can't judge nobody. That's judgment of the Lord. Taking y'all out with the sword. Whether it be a famine, a pestilence, an enemy, whatever the case is. You got a question?
Alright, Shalom. Not to give up subject too much, but I've been seeing a lot of stuff going on in the news, you know what I'm saying, about these race wars and about, you know, how the Lord has put his spirit on these different nations, you know, to cause division and to separate it. And to separate it like he did in the beginning, you know, contrary to what everybody believes about the Bible is who you call God is, except the ultimate to call a racist, man.
Yeah.
So can you give me that Thessalonians?
2 Thessalonians, I'm going to start at 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
So that's where when you see brothers on the highways and byways, you know, across the four corners of the earth, you know, that's what he's doing right now. You know, contrary to everybody's belief, who they call God is not going to come down and speak to you personally, man. He's going to set up men just like he did in the Bible and to speak through them, man, to give you a chance to repent. And if you don't, he's going to destroy you.
You don't want the Most High to come speak to you.
God.
Like seriously, he said he's what is it?
And that's just like in Exodus, you know, you remember when they went listening to Moses, it was like, you want to go just like they ain't want to go, they ain't want to listen to Moses. When he took them up to the mountain so the Most High could speak to them, it was nothing but thunder and lightning. You know, they asses ran away.
It would sound like that.
God, that's the spirit.
I got a perfect example.
Oh, go ahead.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord.
So it's not even us speaking right now. You know, brothers say this all the time. Like, you know, in the world, you never thought that you was gonna be on the corner reading the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But this is what you got called to do. And
Salaki, not to cut you off, but to add to that, we were just saying, that's just letting the spirit take. Like, we just going with the flow. Whatever the topic is, we just going with that. It's merciful that brothers came to a conclusion. We all get a chance to speak and all this and that, but we just going off the spirit. So that was what you just said. Us speaking is the Lord, the spirit.
even when brothers be putting together lessons during the week, it ain't even really you putting it together, man. It's what the Lord wants you to come out here and say, man. So that's it on that.
And causes them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. I'm saying it's written in paper.
So it's written plain, man. You know everything. You got a question? What, the microchip? You know they gonna push that, man. You know.
I stand for salvation. You know, the Owlhead is one of their signs. If you look at the Key Tower, late at night, you can see the Owlhead plain as day.
Yeah.
The two eyes, the two
Just like right here, this Huntington building at night, the little front shape to make it clear.
This whole country is filled. Oh, go ahead. It's filled with symbolism, man. We was talking about that on the way here, Masonic symbolism, man. 'Cause that's what they believe in. they get their power from the left-hand side, man. You know, so all those symbols, they worship them, and spiritual demon Satan, man, basically. You know what I mean? And as far as that RFID microchip, this economy is gonna crash, and they're gonna try to implant that in you. It says that in Revelation, you know, in your right hand and your forehead. Don't do it, man.
It's gonna be a time where they're gonna lose food and that's gonna be the ultimate test right there. And if you're willing to take that chip at like a big ass stadium, something like that, if you're willing to line up in that ass line, everybody renting on the street in a zigzag line, you can't fight to the front. They got the urge to, it's gonna be chaos anyway. And that's gonna be the ultimate test. Is if you're willing to take that chip now, where you're willing to go out here and fish out a lake. Even though they're gonna be out there with like hungry, like trying to come in at nighttime, fries out in the morning, whatever you gotta do. Just saying, well, I got one.
Yeah, and all of that, before you bring that out, all of that is a part of Jacob's trouble, which we're about to get into now, man. The race wars, martial law, the famine, ultimately the mystery, man, that's going to come and destroy America. Like you said in the Bible. Go ahead. What's your name? Jacob? What's your nationality? Like what creed? Like what creed? Like Irish?
Is it by your father? Yeah, the Irish, you know, it's by your father's way. Your father's
Germany, that's off, but as far as the Irish go, if your father was a so-called Irish man, it's possible when you stand up for giving theory instead of sparking up to the truth. I mean, it's possible your spirit can bear witness with us. So it ain't no color thing about it. But we do be up here talking about this kingdom and those who other like mine. And look like me and stuff like that.
I don't believe in the whole race thing.
That's not, you know, really true, because who the world calls Christ is really coming back. These people in the sun, man, they come from that lineage. If you read the Bible, it only talks about the nation of Israel, you know, and through the prophecies and through the Spirit, you can tell the nation of Israel are these people on this side. You know, you ain't got to grab it, but if you go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, you know, all these people are living under those curses. You know, and that's how the Lord said he was. So these the so-called Jewish people that's coming, they're not real Jews. You know, because if they were, they would be a lot of that field. Yeah,
and I know it pissed off.
Right, because that's another. Yeah, that's another indicator.
I even learned how to say Jesus loves you.
If you're a so-called Jew and you get offended by somebody who said who the world calls Jesus loves you, that's what you know right there. You know, they don't even believe in the Bible. The Bible condemns them. But if you want to get that, just get into those race wars.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Verse 20, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Hold on right there. So these people, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're the Lord's battle axe, man. So when all this pop off, you know, Jake gonna take a L in the beginning, you know, because we ain't got no weapons, we ain't got all that shit. But the Spirit of the Lord is gonna be with us, man. The Bible even tells you that he only needs 144,000 men to take over the whole world, man. So that's gonna be us and nobody else.
Shit, us for the take over.
But he said we will break nations, which is nationalities, and kingdoms, which are all these other kingdoms in the world, man. These people on this side, you know, the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Latinos are all going to come together and realize that they have one common enemy. And the chosen out of those people are going to be given that spiritual power to take out nations, which is, you know, nationalities, all these other nationalities that are not of Israel, and kingdoms, man. We're going to go around the world in the wilderness and take over, man, as it says in the Bible.
It says, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Verse 21. With thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Hold on, right there. That's representing martial law, the horse and his rider. See, when they come through with all these tanks and all this chaos come out, those men are gonna have that power to stand up to a Russian troop or whatever troop comes in here. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, starting at verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able.
And that's the martial law and the race wars right there. You know, a man shall desire to go into a city and can't. You know, that's martial law. They're gonna have shit blocked off. You know what I mean? And as far as nation,
it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another.
That's the race wars right there.
And swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men.
So everybody's going to be separated by the nationality, man.
Invading of one another.
And invading of one another. That people going to be breaking into your house, stealing shit. You know what I mean? Your next door neighbor that you may have known for years upon years is going to turn on you, man, because it's going to be dog eat dog, you know? Everybody just going to be trying to survive out here, you know? Ain't no, you know, we got a brotherhood up here. You know, it ain't going to happen amongst us, but all you people in the world, you know what I mean? Y'all gonna tear each other apart, man. You're gonna start to see the true nature of you so-called Americans, man.
Verse 22, with thee. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 22. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young.
So nobody is an exception, man. You know, the scripture just said old and young. So whether you like 85 or you just 5, you know, you can go get your ass rolled on if the Lord ain't dealing with you, man.
And to finish that last verse, it said, break in pieces the young man and the maid.
The young man and the maid. So you women, y'all ain't gonna get no mercy, man. You know, I be hearing other camps talking. They said like, well, when it's lawlessness out here, like women get raped, it's gonna be like a sport, man.
Exactly.
These crazy motherfuckers is gonna be out here just hunting your ass, man.
And guns is everywhere now. Like back in the day, not to take over, but like,
no, you good.
It was bringing out how like back in the 70s, and I got this from his brother, but it do make sense. Back in the 70s, you was lucky to have like a ball pistol.
Yeah.
But nowadays, they got these big ass AK. Everybody got AK.
Right, you got Edomites out in the countryside.
Yeah.
Motherfucking AK-47s and big M16s ready to just unload on Jake.
Back in the day, everybody used to share one pistol. Nowadays, everybody got a pistol. You lacking if you ain't got an extended clip. Hey, let's get going. It says, I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and the yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces the captains and rulers, and I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord.
So basically the Lord is about to recompense this wicked ass kingdom, man. You know what I mean? Everything from when it started to now, man, it's just wickedness, man. And the sins of this nation has reached unto the heavens, man. So the Most High is about to stretch out his hands on this shit.
Micah 5:7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as the dew from Salah. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as the dew from the Lord, as the shower upon the grass, that teareth not for man, nor waiteth for the Son of Man. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest.
So Jake is gonna be the lions out here, man. The ones that the Lord is dealing with, man. You know what I mean? If you you ain't gotta get it, but in Genesis it says, you know, Jacob is a lion's whelp, man. So Jake is docile as fuck right now, like old ass lions, man. You know what I mean? Can't hunt, can't defend themselves, don't stand for nothing. But the Lord is gonna rouse up a whole new spirit on Jake, on his elect men, man. Oh no, I was saying.
This is Isaiah chapter 63.
They was more of sheep. Who if he go through both, tread it down and tear in pieces, and none can deliver.
So like I said, that links up with that Genesis 49, man, when he said who will rise them up. You know, Yahweh Shem outside gonna rise us up, man. Start ripping these motherfuckers apart, man.
I got the perfect precept, man. This is Isaiah chapter 63, verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fruit, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. You break that down?
So that's talking about the Lord. That's talking about Yahweh. When he come back, his garment is gonna be so bloody, it's gonna look like he stumped the wine press, man.
Right.
And the man that's with him, we gonna be on the same shit, man. You got something else on
I
the
did. I want to get 62, but for whatever reason, I just had it too. I lost it.
Yeah, so, you know, when people say the Lord coming back to bring peace on earth, man, it's going to be peace. Peace doesn't come until war happens, man. You know what I mean? That's the only time you get peace. So he's going to come back, start a big-ass war. You know, he's going to be an angry-ass black man, you know what I'm saying, starting a big-ass war and snatching all the crowns off the king's heads of this earth, man, which is a representation of the government. It's going to destroy every wicked kingdom, man. You know? She bugged out. So the scriptures say that this is going to be the worst time since the foundation of the earth, man. You know, Esau got new creatures that he ain't even unleashed yet, man. You know what I mean? All the gunfire that's going to be going on, all the chaos, famines, martial law. You know, and these foreign troops don't give a fuck about y'all. Whether you so-called black or white, you just an American to them. So they going to roll on everybody, man.
It's Revelation 8 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Stop right there. Now, when they say come out of her, it means comes out of the ways and the philosophies of America, man. You know what I mean? America tells you homosexuality is okay. You know, a woman can be a man. A woman is equal to a man. Right. You know what I'm saying? A woman can be a man. Right. Whatever the fuck
everything
you want.
Is equal.
God, they got that do as I will spirit out here, man.
I got a
So you can start that over. All right.
This is Revelation 8 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
And the plagues, like I've been saying since I've been up here, is the martial law, the famine, the pestilence. There's gonna be hella diseases out here. You know, everything that comes with Jacob's trouble, man, it's gonna be the plagues. You know, and that's why brothers is out here every week, man, trying to, you know, one, get the blood off our hands and let the people know what's coming. You know, with two, you know, get the Lord to put their heads around us, man, because the brothers ain't trying to look for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Did I hit on that, bro?
This verse 5. For her sins have reached to heaven, and God has remembered her iniquity.
So the Lord don't forget, man. You know, like what they did to the tribe of Yad, which is Native Americans. You know, what they did to the Latin tribes. You know, and what they did to us, man. It's not. First of all, we is chosen people, so you damn sure not gonna forget that. You know, so when you
gotta pay for that gas.
God. Yeah, that's poison anyway. But yeah, the Most High don't forget, man. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you, like, if you bring this shit up to an Edomite, they'll say, what's the first thing they say? You know? That was that was a long time ago, but it's another script. I think the Most High required for past. Yeah. The Most High don't forget.
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
The brother just read earlier, said his eyes is brighter than, what is it, 1,000 suns? 1,000 suns. Salah come going off on that, but he sees everything and he doesn't forget. He's just slow to wrath and anger, man. Kind. So Americans will kill you.
This is Isaiah chapter 62, verse, let's start at 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall overhold their feast day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give them no rest, till he established, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Con. And we the watchmen, and Jerusalem is just a representation of wherever these people are, man. It's not really the land of Jerusalem, man. You know, if you in the hood and it's all so-called Negroes there, you're in Jerusalem. That's a representation of Jerusalem, man. So read that again.
It says, and give them no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
And give them no rest to the kingdom of heaven, man. So that's why brothers got to be consistent and be diligent, you know, and try their hardest to do the commandments to the best of their abilities, man. You know what I mean? Just show the Lord you trying, man. Cause all these other niggas, all you motherfucking loving hip hop, sports loving ass niggas that's docile as hell and don't know what's going on, you gonna catch a bad one when this shit happens, man. You know, it's just a blessing that we even got the spirit of prophecy on us and know what's coming, man. Y'all niggas gonna get fucked up.
I got another precept right here. This is Isaiah chapter 65.
I don't even know what you guys are teaching, but you're just reading straight out of the Bible. That's why it's such a mess. Right?
It's a scripture in Revelation that tells you that, man. The spiritually dead, man. Somebody got something to praise out? But I understand what you're saying. They're spiritually dead. And it's because of everything around them, it kills their zeal to the Most High, man. Nobody thinks about the Most High here. It's all about the pleasing your flesh. You know what I mean?
This is Isaiah 65. I'm start at 7. Your iniquities and the iniquities of your fathers together, saith the Lord, which have burnt incense upon the mountains and blasphemy upon the hills. Therefore will I measure their former works into their bosom. Thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So will I do for my servant's sake, that I may not destroy them all.
So the Lord said a lot of these people's iniquity is like incense burning on the top of a mountain, man. You know what I mean? So it's right there. That's a high ass point. It's the point, and I feel like he's trying to make in that scripture, man.
Bring it back on me. It says your iniquities and the iniquities of your fathers together, saith the Lord, which have burnt incense upon the mountains and blasphemy upon the hills. Therefore will I measure their former work into their bosom.
He will measure their former works, man. So you never get away from your judgment.
That's the past. What he about to bring out in
You never get away from your judgment.
It says, verse 8, thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. That's like basically speaking on wine. You know, you make wine from grapes. And he said like a cluster of grapes, so you might find one like left over. He's like, don't destroy it. Like, say that, you might need it. But that's what he's making the comparison to, like an analogy. He said, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So will I do for my servant's sake, and I may not destroy them all.
God, so that's why we out here serving the Most High, man. So we don't get destroyed, man. It's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the Most High, man. You know what I mean? He know your worst fear. He can do it. You like say you scared of spiders. He has like a big ass